Okay, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. In honor of that occasion, we're doing a romantic mini comp here. Left is Super Grok, right is Higgsfield Kling 3.0. This is the 720p, same starting image, same prompt, as you can see here. The last video I did, I just kind of showed the videos as downloaded on my computer, but here we're just showing them in the browser in the actual apps, um, so to speak. So we will watch the one on the left, then the one on the right, and then we'll have them loop together at the same time with the music off, etc., etc. Um, okay, let's just do that to just get into it. Surprising already to me is they have this filter. Well, I guess it came in with this filter. What I'm getting at is as I noted in the prior video, the Kling, it kind of put a filter on where the details got like immediately during action, where kind of details got blurred out, but the foreground essentially didn't get blurred out nearly as much, if at all. It varied, but anyway, let's watch the other one. So music was good. As you see, sometimes the music there's quite a lot of variance there as far as what you actually get. So let's watch the Kling. He gets kind of more involved um, in getting her up there. The music, again, there's kind of some strings in there. Um, it's kind of more youthful and kind of more wild, kind of the way they get into their position. Whereas I believe Horace is pretty much, she just does all the work. He catches her. And then here, he actually, he kind of like they're, like, it's like a cheerleading type of thing or something where, like, he's gonna help her get some air. Um, one kind of like, the leg positions are different, you know. So the filter, I think it's still, yeah, it kind of blurs it. Whereas here they do it too, because I think it's pretty clear to the program that the background is kind of irrelevant. Um, but I think you still get arguably more blurring on the right. Um, position's fine. She gets up higher on the right because he's helping her out, I guess. The gun. So here she still got the gun. Um, what does she do with the gun here? She drops it. That's a good thought. So I'm gonna give credit to Supergrok. Okay, so like I said in the prior video, I tend to have a bias towards Supergrok because I've used it a lot more. I've used it like crazy for the last 1 week and a half or whatever. And Higgsfield, I just bought that yesterday. So I've done tons of stuff with Supergrok. As far as image generation, the image generation is essentially I can't get good image generation yet out of Higgsfield because not that I've tried a lot, but what I did essentially is the female is created from Supergrok exclusively. The guy, I went through ChatGPT to kind of get a description of a kind of a Nathan Drake type character. Pasted that into Supergrok to make an image, and then I modified. And then same with her, she's clearly kind of somewhat Lara Croft based, but try to get away from it. Like she doesn't have the classic outfit necessarily, et cetera, et cetera. She has the same. I mean, she's got bangs, et cetera. So anyway, let's loop these with the music off. I don't think there's any sound effects. Okay, first of all, any sound effects maybe? Do sound one more time. Sound effects are good. You heard the leaves, some birds chirping, and you heard when the gun dropped on the ground, which is cool. No real sound effects there, which is fine. I didn't say drops the gun or anything like that. The character. Okay, face model. I always have to talk about this because to me this is probably one of the most important things. What do they do with the face model? Is the face model consistent? Does it basically look like a different person, midway through the video, which is, obviously not ideal. So I'm not seeing any changes to the face. You can make an argument that now the face had changed here to some degree. I would say that, as I noted in the last video, what the girl kind of became more kind of softer, kind of more youthful maybe to some degree, but kind of had more fullness in her cheeks and stuff, whereas the Grok version tend to kind of make her more, if anything, kind of more sharp in her features and stuff like that. You can see clear jawline up to her nose. Here, maybe she's a little bit um, softer. Maybe I think it's also the lighting varies too. I would say there's no real change in the face that's any kind of significant difference between the two. The position, maybe this is more static because it's just sides, complete sideways, whereas this is kind of like a little bit of a three-quarter almost. Um, Muscles are good in the woman because I'm kind of surprised, but they're really keeping her fit. I have the understanding that she's fit. Her ponytail here is gone over to the other side. Here it's nice and flowing. Now you can see it's coming down there. Did the same thing in another video that I did with these two. Again, because she's getting more air. Okay, so as far as the whole midline thing, or avoiding having right in the middle, heard about that. Then people saying you don't want the characters right in the middle of the screen the whole time. It's just kind of not good, kind of boring. The eyes don't have to work hard, etc., etc. Here, way more of the forescreen, which of the foreground is the characters, and which is kind of the opposite of the other video I had with the Lara Croft dinosaur one, where the character was right dab in the center on the Kling, and kind of more off center in the Grok one. But here, set right in the center is the characters, and then whereas in the Kling, they're kind of off to the side. If you kind of center, like the center is here, then that's more off the midline. Both are nice. This one's kind of more about the actual action. This one gives you more of the scenery. Okay, so let's just do the loop because I promised we would do that. Like loop them at both at the same time. Maybe some final thoughts. So again, I got the bias towards Super Grok, and I would say definitely uh, Kling has some advantages when it comes to the action. When you've got like intense action, running, being chased, and stuff like that, I think um, not to spoil the exact results of the prior video, the conclusion of my prior video, but Kling basically had the edge when it came to that context where it's someone's running away and they're being chased by a dinosaur. This one is a much simpler as far as there's action, but it's very simple. There's no dynamic camera, set or anything like that. And here it's more about just kind of like the emotion and making it kind of romantic and just kind of if you're picturing it as the ending to an action movie, they whatever it is, they found the treasure or whatever. I'm gonna give the edge to the Super Grok. I really like the detail. Um, but I think this is obviously this is clearly to me much closer than the prior comparison on the Lara Croft dinosaur chase by the T-Rex. Okay, so uh, yeah, I'm gonna give it a Super Grok by a slight edge, 10-9, we'll call it. Let's call it a 10-9 round. And file sizes are about the same if we download. I've mentioned that in the prior one. Or well, I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but the generation time I think is still a little faster. Well, it is. It's a little bit faster on Super Grok. Even if oh, and I think these are both 16 by 9. Well, you can see 720 by 1080 here. This is 16 by 9. Okay. So there you go. Um, Either way, win-win for the characters. And happily ever after, you'd hope. And that's it. Thanks for watching.